Okay, so here we go. The sax du jour, beautiful. Selmer, the Holy Grail Mark 6 tenor saxophone. This one's around 166 serial number, brings it about 1969 in their great era of the 60s. So very, very straight, very nice condition. This was relacquered at some point, and they did a pretty nice job. The color's right. I usually see runs and ripples and all kinds of stuff, the wrong color. A beautiful, beautiful gold lacquer on it. They did a very nice job on the color. You can still see the logo and everything. The engraving is fairly faint, so it was buffed some, but very straight bell. Pads look like brand new, so it was all done. This was just a regular thing. This came from an older gentleman, and if you sent your horn in for an overhaul, they stripped it down and relacquered it. It was just part of the process at the time. So the good news is it plays great, and it's probably the most in tune playing Mark 6 I played. I mean, my personal one's a 103, and it's pretty sketchy in the intonation. I put this on the tuner, and it's just dead on. The worst note on mine is that second octave D, and this one's just right on. And a lot of horns, I've got a couple horns where that D is really stuffy. And to me, the true value of a saxophone is when you get that D, a nice solid D on it. That D is just as firm as the rest. And a lot of horns, you hit that D, and it completely changes the character of the sound. And this one sounds just wonderful. No high F sharp, which is actually a good thing. People prefer not to have it. Pretty useless anyhow. Adds another piece of mechanism when it's the easiest altissimo note to get, and one of the few I can personally get. So anyhow, just plays actually great, right down to the low B flat. That low B flat. Wonderful action, not too stiff, not too light. It just feels like it's just nice and broken in, just like an old pair of shoes. It'll play as fast as you want to play, faster than I could ever conceive of playing. Again, pads are in great shape, body's really straight. It did have at one time somebody put one of those crazy RB pickups on the neck, and somebody did a terrible, terrible patch job. So it was been redone with a proper style, just a little plug there, and you can just see a little lacquer change and just a little circle there where that plug was. So again, it was one of those things during the Eddie Harris era. Everybody wanted an electric saxophone and plug it through an octave divider and all that crap. So anyhow, this was a victim of that. So I'm assuming it's the original neck. They didn't serial number on this era. So, but I think the most reasonable priced Mark 6, I mean, they're topping 10 grand all the time, and this one's half of that. Half of it. And it just got the sound, just blasts out of it. It's probably the fastest responding. Let's keep that running. You hit a note, and it just hits that back wall. It's just instantaneous. So you can play as soft as you want. Or you can, it'll crank. Anything you want to do. So we're going to play a little ditty and try to make it short. And let's go back to the top of this so we don't miss the downbeat. Come back down. So anyhow, you kind of get the idea. I mean, it just absolutely screams, and I think it's one of the best values out there in a Mark VI. People always complain, oh, everybody's asking too much for them. Well, this is not too much. Again, half the price of those 5-digit things they think are so great, and again, very, very straight. This came out of a state that a gentleman was no longer able to play it, and that's how I get most of the Mark VIs. People just play them until they just physically can't play, or they go up to the big band heaven, and they don't need it up there. There's probably a 5-digit waiting for them up there in the big band land. But you can see it's even on the back side. It's just very nice. Just some very, very minor little shirt scratches on it, and again, pads are in great shape, and it just plays wonderful. Just a big sound. I don't know. There's just nothing to compare to the sound that you can get on these Selmers. And I've played everything. I've got the Yamaha, I got the Kyleworth, I got the wonderful mechanism and everything. But when it comes down to the sound, and the ergonomics, I mean, everything is just under your fingers. It just fits. You can hear the scale on it. So that's about it. Comes with the original Selmer case, still in great shape. The big old dark green, correct era tray pack case. Actually, got the spot for the clarinet case and the flute underneath. So it's a tray pack case. So if you're on the road and you need to carry 3 horns, you can get them all in one case. The cases are going for $200-300 for the tray pack ones. So anyhow, that's pretty much it. And this is just a screamer, and I hope it finds a really good home. Some any age or any level sax player would just be proud to own this thing. And boy, I'm thinking of, maybe I'll keep it, but I don't know. So, signing off. Got to keep it short. Check the page, www.stevegraysaxes.com. That's SteveGraySaxes.com for pictures and pricing and all that kind of stuff. Thanks a lot.